The Tale, the Kind Sparrow and the Cunning Fox. Once upon a time, in a quiet and peaceful forest, there lived a little sparrow named Tiny. Tiny was known throughout the forest for her kindness and willingness to help others. One day, while gathering seeds near a stream, she spotted a fox named Shadow lying under a big tree. The struggling fox Shadow looked weak and hungry. He tried to stand up but didn't have the strength. Seeing this, Tiny flew over and asked, "Mr. Fox, you look troubled. Is there anything I can do to help?" Shadow gazed at her with tired eyes and replied, "I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten for days. If you could help me find some food, I would never forget your kindness." The sparrow's kindness. Feeling sorry for him, Tiny quickly flew off to gather seeds and small fruits for Shadow. She brought back enough for him to eat. Shadow devoured the food quickly and thanked her. "You're truly kind, little sparrow. I wish I could repay your kindness, but I have nothing to offer right now. Perhaps if you visit me deep in the forest, I'll give you something worthy of your help." The fox's deceit in reality. Shadow was a cunning creature. He planned to lure Tiny into the deep forest and catch her for his next meal. "This little bird would taste much better than the seeds she gave me," Shadow thought to himself. The sparrow's wisdom. Tiny, being clever, knew about Fox's notorious reputation for trickery. However, she didn't show any signs of suspicion. Instead, she smiled and said, "Of course, Mr. Fox, I'll visit you for sure. Just let me know in advance so I can bring more food to share with you." Shadow, convinced that Tiny had fallen into his trap, happily gave her the location deep in the forest where he lived. The fox's lesson. Tiny didn't go to the meeting. Instead, she shared her story with other animals in the forest, warning them about Shadow's deceitful nature. From then on, all the animals avoided the area where Shadow lived. As Shadow waited for Tiny in the deep forest, he realized no one came near him anymore. Hungry and isolated, Shadow had to face the consequences of his trickery. Moral of the story: kindness should be paired with caution. Never let others take advantage of your trust. Honesty and sincerity matter. Deceit may bring temporary gains, but it will ultimately lead to loneliness and regret.